Hey, welcome back. So I wanted to just share something with you today. I wanted to uh, get everybody excited to look up Signed by Dominique. She's doing a class tomorrow, April 23rd at, I think it's, shoot, I don't know what time it's, I think it's 9 to 11 Pacific time for Wedding Officiant. And look her up. I'm going to get her information, put it in the description. But if you're interested in learning about being a wedding officiant, she's having a class tomorrow. And if you are available and can join, I would encourage you to do so, especially if you're a notary. And then also, I wanted to share something with you that happened a couple of weeks ago. And I actually reached out to this notary. So what happened was I had a lady contact me to do some apostille work, and she had 3 documents. So I went over to her house. 2 of the documents were already notarized from her sisters who live down in the LA area. They sent their documents up to this lady that she lives in the next city over from me. So I went there to notarize her document. And so I had 3 documents. And when I'm there, I'm looking at the 2 documents that are already notarized. And I said to the lady, here's the problem. The notary that notarized these documents, they didn't put the California compliance certificate on there. And that's going to be a problem when we try and send this to the Secretary of State. It's just going to be rejected. So I took a picture of the person's stamp, the notary stamp. And so I just took care of it and did everything there. And so I just thought about it today, and I thought, let me look up this notary. So I look her up. So you can do that on the state website. And I looked her up and noticed she's works for a UPS store. So I'm like thinking, oh, great, UPS again. Because if every time I have a problem with documents that go out of the country, it's always a UPS store. And, this has nothing to do with the UPS store per se. It's just they handle documents and they just, it's lack of training, because I know most of those notaries just go through the 6-hour mandated training. They stop there and they don't know all the details that are involved in making things work in other countries or other states or whatever, wherever it's going. Okay. So they just say, okay, I'm going to notarize it. And they ask a couple questions, and the person, doesn't know anything. The person that brings the notary the document. So I called the store today and I said, hey, is this notary there? Oh, no, she's not there. She offered to take a message. So I said, yeah, sure. Here's my name, here's my number, and I'm calling about this notarization that she did a couple of weeks ago. And so she calls me back and says, oh yeah, I'm just calling you back. You need my assistance or something. I said, well, no, what happened? I just want to share with you what happened. You notarized this lady's document that was going to the Philippines, and you didn't, you caused a delay because you didn't use a certificate that was compliant here in California, and it has to go to the Secretary of State to go out of the country. And so it causes a problem. And she said, oh, well, I asked the lady if she, what she was going to do with the document, where it was going to be used. And she said it wasn't going to be used here in California, but in the Philippines. And I said, yes, that's true. It is going to be used in the Philippines, but any document that goes out of the country needs to go through the Secretary of State so that they can use it outside the country. So, so I just said, anytime you get a document that's going to be used out of the country, just use your California certificate on there and you'll be good to go. Then you can give it to them and then it's their problem. And so she thanked me for my advice. I don't know if it was sincere or not, but she was humble enough to say thank you, and I appreciated that. I more wanted to reach out to let her know that, this caused an issue and I don't want it to continue to happen. I'm not saying that I'm going to get a bunch of documents from that particular UPS store, but it's happened to me several times now. And so now I'm just making an effort to call the notary up. It doesn't matter if it's an independent notary or somebody that works at some big box, shipping company or whatever, but just to let them know, what happened so that they're aware of, not to do it again, essentially. So I just wanted to share that story with you. Just let me know if you think that was going above and beyond and making a problem, if I shouldn't have done it, I guess, or if you thought that was a good idea to do that, to call that notary out and just say, hey, this is what I should have done, to let them know. Because I mean, there are some people that just let it go and just like, okay, fine, the notary screwed up, I'm going to do it, I'm going to take care of it, and not even bother calling the notary or whatever. And so, I thought I think it's better to reach out to the notary and let them know what went wrong and how they need to make a correction than have them be in court one day and be like, using their insurance or losing their commission because they did something wrong that they weren't aware that they were doing something wrong. So I think it's better to do that. So that's just my opinion, but let me know in the comments what you think, and that's it. Thanks for listening.